There are moments when time bends under the weight of purpose. Right now, we stand at the edge of a divine tipping point. Not next week, not tomorrow, but today. What you do in the next 24 hours may determine the direction of your next 24 years. This is not just another message. This is an urgent call to realign with destiny. There comes a moment in every life when the silence breaks, a voice pierces through the noise, loud and clear, demanding your attention. This is not just any voice. This is the voice of purpose, calling you out of complacency, pulling you from the comfort zone where dreams wither and potential fades. Can you hear it? That urgent whisper, growing stronger with every passing second. It's a call that cannot be ignored. When heaven speaks, earth is commanded to listen, and more importantly, to respond. But why is this moment so critical? Because the window of opportunity is closing faster than you realize. It's a narrow gate, and the difference between hearing and acting could mean the difference between destiny fulfilled and destiny lost. There are forces at play, unseen yet undeniable, shaping the course of your life, your family, your future. Will you be passive, waiting for signs to multiply? Or will you take bold steps forward when clarity arrives? The choice is yours. But know this: hesitation is a luxury you cannot afford. You see, the voice you hear now carries urgency because it is tied to time. Time waits for no one, and neither does the call to rise. The moment you dismiss it, others step in to claim the space meant for you. This is why listening isn't enough. Response is the key. To respond is to move with intentionality, to align your actions with the message delivered to your spirit. It's a moment of awakening, a divine disruption designed to catapult you into a new reality. So, what exactly must you do when heaven speaks? How do you discern the voice of purpose amidst the chaos? And more importantly, how do you prepare yourself for the shifts coming your way? These questions aren't just rhetorical. They are the keys to your breakthrough. And in the next moment, we will explore the very essence of the next 24 hours. Because your urgency must translate into clarity. Can you handle the truth about your final 24? Stay with me. You've heard the call, but now, what happens in the next 24 hours? This is no ordinary day. This is the day, a decisive moment when everything shifts. The voice you've been waiting for, the clarity you've been chasing, it's all waiting to be unlocked within the silence of this very day. But silence can be deceiving, can't it? Sometimes silence is the absence of noise. Sometimes it's a pause before the storm, and other times it's the quiet space where the most powerful truths are revealed. What does it mean to unlock that voice? It means tuning your mind, your heart, and your spirit to the frequency of purpose. It means shutting out distractions and, more importantly, shutting down the excuses that have held you back. The final 24 is a challenge, a test of how serious you are about stepping into what's next. Are you willing to confront the fears that paralyze? Are you ready to move beyond the comfort of the familiar and step into the unknown with courage? Because the voice within the silence is not for the faint-hearted. It is reserved for those willing to face the uncomfortable truth, to take action when others hesitate. There is a power in this day, one that can either make or break you. It is the power of decision, the power of response, the power of alignment. But here's the catch. You only have one day to listen deeply. One day to hear what the world's chaos has drowned out. One day to awaken the voice inside you that knows your destiny. Miss this day and the next day will feel like yesterday's regret. So, how do you prepare for this unlocking? How do you position yourself to hear beyond the noise, beyond the doubt? And what happens if you fail to listen when the urgency is highest? The answers will determine whether you move forward or remain stuck in the cycle of delay. And that brings us to the next urgent question. Are you ready to stop waiting and start acting? The moment to decide is now. There is a sound, a frequency, vibrating with urgency, piercing through the noise of everyday life. It's not a suggestion. It's not an option. It's a command from destiny itself. You were never created to wait on the sidelines, to settle for second best, or to let time slip through your fingers. The sound of urgency calls you to move, to act, to decide now. Why? Because delay is the enemy of progress, and hesitation is the thief of opportunity. How many times have you delayed your breakthrough, postponed your dreams, or ignored the signs that demanded immediate attention? The truth is, every moment spent in delay is a moment lost forever. Moments that could have been the stepping stones to your purpose. There is no room for procrastination when the clock is ticking against your potential. You have been wired for acceleration, for rapid response, for seizing the moment before it escapes you. But are you listening? Or are you letting fear, doubt, and uncertainty mute the voice that urges you forward? Urgency isn't about panic or reckless moves. It's about recognizing the critical now, understanding that the opportunity to act is fleeting, and that your future depends on what you do today. What will you do with this urgency? Will you rise, energized, and focused, ready to claim what is yours? Or will you hesitate, allowing the chance to slip away, swallowed by tomorrow that never comes? The difference between success and failure often lies in your ability to respond quickly and decisively. But here's the catch. Urgency alone is not enough. You must combine it with purpose and strategy. That's where many stumble. Acting fast without direction leads to chaos, not victory. So, how do you balance urgency with wisdom? How do you ensure your next move is prophetic, not just emotional? These questions hold the key to turning urgency into triumph. And as we move forward, we'll dive into the next crucial step, how to take your urgent calling and transform it into your greatest assignment. Are you ready to stop delaying and start moving with intention? Listen carefully. This moment you're in right now, it's not a drill. It's not a practice run, and definitely not an invitation to stay comfortable. Your assignment is waiting, and it's urgent. There is a task laid out for you, a purpose that demands your immediate attention. No more distractions, no more excuses. The time to act is now. Why? Because the longer you wait, the heavier the weight of missed opportunity becomes. The world around you is shifting, evolving, and moving forward, whether you participate or not. What exactly is this assignment? It's the unique mission only you can fulfill. It's not someone else's dream, it's your destiny calling. But here's the truth many fail to grasp. Assignments don't come with a warning bell or flashing lights. They arrive quietly, through moments of clarity, through whispers of intuition, and through undeniable pressure that won't let you ignore it any longer. Are you feeling that pressure? That internal nudge that something must change, something must happen? That's your assignment, knocking at the door, and it won't wait forever. This is the crossroad between comfort and conquest. You can stay where you are, safe but stagnant, or you can step into the discomfort of growth and claim what has been waiting for you. The difference between those who succeed and those who settle is simple. Response. How quickly do you rise when the call comes? How decisively do you move when the assignment is clear? There is no room for hesitation, no space for delay. Your purpose demands immediate action. But here's the challenge. How do you know if you're truly ready to accept this assignment? How do you prepare to face the obstacles, the doubts, the fears that will come? These questions are the next step on this journey. And in the moments ahead, we will explore how to master the clock of purpose, to understand divine timing, and to position yourself to win. Are you prepared to hear what time is saying? The answer will change everything. Time. It's the most precious resource you have, yet is the one most misunderstood. There's a clock ticking. A clock that doesn't measure minutes or seconds, but perfect. This clock is relentless. It waits for no one and is constantly reminding you that timing is everything. But here's the challenge. How do you discern the right moment? How do you know when it's time to act and when it's time to wait? Because rushing ahead without the right timing can be just as dangerous as waiting too long. Divine timing, or the timing of purpose, isn't random. It's precise, strategic, and orchestrated by forces beyond your control. The problem is, many confuse impatience with urgency, and that leads to mistakes, missed opportunities, and setbacks. So how do you align yourself with this clock of purpose? First, you must learn to read the signs around you. The patterns, the opportunities that keep showing up, the doors that open and close. These are clues, markers on the path to your breakthrough. But more than that, you must listen deeply to your own internal clock, the instincts, the gut feelings, the quiet voice that knows when to push forward and when to hold back. This is where most people fail. They either act too soon, driven by fear of missing out, or they wait too long, paralyzed by doubt. The key is balance, a balance between action and patience, between faith in your purpose and faith in the timing of that purpose. Remember, your time to shine will come, but only when your steps align with the timing of your purpose. And this requires discipline, awareness, and a willingness to move when the moment is right. Not a second before, not a second after. Are you paying attention to your clock? Are you ready to move in sync with your destiny? Next, we'll uncover the 3 mandates of this moment. How to stop, listen, and shift, so that you don't just survive the urgency, but you thrive within it. Stay alert. The next step is critical. Right now, there are 3 powerful commands standing between you and your breakthrough. Stop, listen, and shift. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But these 3 actions hold the key to unlocking your destiny in the face of urgency. First, you must stop. Stop the endless rushing. Stop the noise in your head. Stop the cycle of distraction that keeps pulling you away from what truly matters. When everything around you is moving fast, the most powerful thing you can do is pause. Why? Because in the pause, clarity is born. Without stopping, you cannot hear the message that's waiting to reach you. Once you've stopped, the next step is to listen. Not just to the chatter around you, but to the deeper voice. The one that speaks truth, that reveals direction, that points you to the next right move. Listening requires focus, discipline, and a willingness to silence the doubts and fears that scream the loudest when you are about to take a leap. Are you willing to listen? even if what you hear challenges everything you thought you knew. Because sometimes the truth is uncomfortable, but it is always necessary. And then the hardest step, shift. This is where most people falter. Shifting means change. It means moving from where you are to where you must be. It means abandoning old habits, old mindsets, and old fears. Shifting requires courage, resilience, and a readiness to face uncertainty head on. But here's the secret. Without the shift, the stop and the listen are wasted. Stagnation is the enemy of purpose. Can you stop what's distracting you? Can you listen to what's real? Are you ready to shift into a new reality? These are the questions you must answer because your next move depends on them. And that leads us to the next challenge: how to ensure your next move is prophetic, not emotional. How do you act with intention, not impulse? The answer could save your future. Stay with me. When the pressure mounts and the clock is ticking, your next move cannot come from impulse, from panic, or from emotion. It must come from prophecy, a place beyond fear and uncertainty. Because here's the truth. Emotions are powerful, but they are also fleeting and unreliable. They can cloud your judgment, distort your vision, and lead you down the wrong path. Your next move, however urgent it may feel, must be rooted in clarity, in wisdom, and in a clear understanding of your purpose. What does it mean to be prophetic in your actions? It means seeing beyond the immediate, beyond the noise, and beyond the crisis. It means stepping into the future, not just reacting to the present. It means making decisions that align with the bigger picture of your destiny, rather than the temporary feelings of fear or frustration. When you act prophetically, you are not just responding, you are creating, you are shaping what's next with intention and precision. But this is easier said than done. When the pressure is high, the natural instinct is to react, to jump, to do something, anything, to relieve the tension. That's where most people fail. They allow emotion to dictate their steps and end up further from their goals than before. So how do you shift from emotional reaction to prophetic action? It starts with discipline. Discipline to pause and reflect. Discipline to seek insight over impulse. Discipline to trust the unseen, even when it's uncomfortable. Are you willing to develop that discipline? Are you prepared to cultivate the vision necessary to see beyond the chaos? Because your next move could be the difference between breakthrough and breakdown. And this leads us to a critical question. What happens when you ignore this call? When you delay your response and allow distractions to steal your destiny? The next moment will reveal the costly consequences of ignoring what must be done. Stay close. Every choice you make today is an investment in your future, but everything you ignore is a debt that will come due. The warnings you dismiss, the urgencies you push aside, the callings you delay, these are not just moments lost. They are opportunities stolen from your destiny. Ask yourself, how much will it cost you if you continue to ignore what you know you must face? Because the truth is, what you refuse to confront today will demand your attention tomorrow, often with greater force and higher stakes. Ignoring the voice of urgency is like standing still in a moving world. While you hesitate, life doesn't pause. Doors close, seasons change. The chance to pivot, to rise, to transform slips quietly out of reach. You might think there is time to prepare, time to get ready, time to wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment rarely arrives. What arrives is now. And if you fail to listen, to act, to respond today, you risk carrying regrets into your tomorrow. The cost of ignoring urgency is not just missed opportunities. It's potential wasted dreams deferred, and the weight of what if bearing down on you. But it's not too late. Not yet. There is still a choice, a moment to turn around and face what matters before it's too late. The question is, will you take it? Or will you let another day pass, only to find yourself farther from where you were meant to be? Your future depends on what you do now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Will you answer the call that your destiny demands? Will you step forward with courage, clarity, and conviction? Because the time to move is upon you. Remember, urgency is not the enemy, it is the wake-up call. What will you do with it? The choice is yours. The moment is now. Don't wait any longer. Your breakthrough starts today.